And today I wanted to talk about Ladilock from the Kingdom of Flames by E.A. Coetting. Now, this dark goddess, vampire goddess, in my opinion, came to me when I was reading through the book. I remember when I heard about her and her description, I thought it'd be interesting to do a working with her to see how she was able to manipulate situations in my favor. But I didn't have anyone at the time I was trying to cast a spell on, so I just decided I'll just do a 30-day path working with her and see what I can learn. And when she appeared to me, definitely right off the bat, you're like magnetized to her. Like, she has this very seductive aura to her, and it's like that smoking hot dark vampire, like vampire rave goddess that you see and you're like, whoa. Yeah, if you don't know about rave goddesses, then you haven't went to the right raves. And just the seduction in and of itself was mesmerizing. But I asked just to do a 30-day path working where she'd be with me and just kind of see how I'd evolve and who I'd become after 30 days. And she was more than happy to do it. And the first week, there wasn't much necessarily that seemed to change. I didn't notice people around me like staring or anything like that. It wasn't until about week 2 when it started feeling like I'm not like a negative energy, but like kind of like a darker type of energy around. Kind of more of a like, I don't really care. I'm gonna just kind of do what I want type of energy, and I don't want to say feisty, but that's a great word. I like the word for it. Just kind of like, I'm just gonna kind of do what I desire. And by week 3, I started thinking about love spells. And there's just different entities I was hearing about at the time that I thought, wow, this is a really awesome being to be able to just check out their power. Oh, that girl's pretty good. Oh, let's just do a quick spell here, next day. Another being I hear about, another girl. You know, if I want to do another spell, sure, why not? Who cares? Cast another one. And by the 3.5 weeks in, I had casted at least six spells. A couple on the same people. And I just didn't have any shits to give about it. And I was going out to a few dance clubs when I left town. And when I go out to them, I just carry around the sigil. I started really feeling like there was this energetic, like 2 fangs that were energetic that went over my own canine teeth. And like this aura of like, just kind of like this darkness where I could sit back and then people would be staring and want to come over. And every single club I'd go to, it was like magnetism. Every girl who was attractive in my eyes would just come over to me and start dancing with me. People would start just wanting to take pictures and dance with me. And I do tend to make this happen when I go out places because I am really hype and I love dancing, and so I get the party started. But this time was different because it was mostly just women that were just coming around, and it was as if I could just choose anyone I wanted to, and if I wanted to take them home that night and have sex, I could. Now that's not the way I was thinking then, and that's really not the way I am now. But I felt and knew I had the ability and the aura around me of seduction, as well as just like this vampiric where I could just focus in on the energy of somebody and then just imagine that like red mist then coming into my body and just breathing it in and just feel a little energy from that. And just going place to place, dancing and dancing, it really felt like being, the underworld king. And so I remember towards the end of my 30 days working with Ladilock, and I was discussing with her, because I started thinking about the spells I was casting on different individuals, and I started seeing kind of the recklessness in my eyes of just not thinking about, the cause and effect of what I was doing. And I almost started having, just wishing I didn't do it. But then, an hour or two later, I'm thinking to myself, you know what, I'm happy I did what I did because I was able to grow through it and get that desire out. And then I started thinking again, should I have done it and everything else? And Ladilock comes up and she says, with everything you do it with certainty. If there's love and desire you want, then release and go for it. Quit second guessing yourself. Quit keeping yourself inside of the spiral loop of should I have or should I have not have. You already have. It is done. Do you want to do it again? Do you not want to do it again? When it comes to finding somebody, do you want them for just the lust? Or do you want them for more, for their energy? Why do you want them? And it really resonated heavily with me. Because I find with love magic, for all the years I've helped others and I went through my own phase with it, and then when I was working with her that 30 days, I realized the biggest thing with it is you have to release it and be happy that you did it and letting it go and not have that, oh, should I, let that go. Let that go. It's already done. What's done is done. Live with what is. Be in what you've casted. And that's also why you should understand why you're casting what you're casting. And as long as you know if it's just for a one-night stand and that's what you want, then go for it. If you want it to be for a long-term relationship, go for it. But know why you're doing what you're doing, and don't just throw things just to throw them. Because I for years back, especially back when I just started getting into magic, lots of people get in either for protection, money, or love. And I remember casting things back then and getting slightly what I wanted, but seeing what the effect was on that individual and their life and who they became. And everything has its consequence, cause, and effect. So, if you like to learn the intensities of manipulative seduction magic, Ladilock will help you do that. Absolutely. But remember, know why you're casting, why you're casting. So then once you do it, you can let it go. Otherwise, instead of casting it out, you cast it on yourself. And that type of magic can take you to some very chaotic places. So do your own working with Ladilock and find out what it means to have the magnetism to bring anyone you want right to you.